Come on. Hey.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, there are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it. And this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Going deep here for Watkins. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and a rout is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Elliott Good with a PAT, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Here we go. 13 yards remaining on second down.
Back to throw. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He'll drop to throw.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Hal to the air on 1st and 10.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Commanders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they've all strung together a nice drive and helped themselves out.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Howell. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Howell had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
2nd and 2.
That is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2 but only got 1. 4th down. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
On the jump.
They're going to try and throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
66 yards.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Elliott good on the extra point. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team lead.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you can just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway.
And this will not be returnable. In the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Check pass.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Got him in. It's Brown. to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to work his way down to the 16. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And it's Washington that scoops it out.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they take a knee.